Yo, what is YouTube? It is your boy JR Media, and welcome back to a brand new video in a brand new series as we take control of the Stanford Cardinals and their dynasty. In 1892, Stanford quickly became a competitive force, claiming its first conference title in 1901. The 1920s marked a high point with a Rose Bowl victory in 1927 and the unforgettable The Play against Cal in 1982, a moment that still resonates in the college football lore. Under coaches like Bill Walsh in the 1990s, Jim Harbaugh in the 2000s, the Cardinals returned to national prominence, boasting multiple BCS Bowl appearances, and today they continue to blend academic excellence with athletic achievement. Join us as we delve into the key players to watch this season and what the future holds for the Stanford Cardinals. Let's get into it. Looking at our team, we have starting quarterback Ashton Daniels, behind him junior Justin Lamson and Elijah Brown, the freshman, who probably get redshirted this season just to make sure that we have a quarterback long term. Halfback Cedric Irvin behind him, not very much around, but we do have Cole Tab. He's got some speed. Behind them, not so much. Actually got a fullback on roster in James Kutcher. Elik Eomanor, I may have pronounced that wrong. Correct me in the comment section if so. Tiger Bachmeier, Jackson Harris, Mudia Rubin, Ismail Sis, and Chase Farrell are the top receivers on this team. Number 48 for receivers kind of weird, so may have to get that changed there. Starting tight end Sam Roush, number 86, Lucas Ungar, the senior, and Shield Taylor, also senior, are rounding out the tight end position. Connor McLaughlin's getting the start at left tackle. Jake McCullough, he wants championship contendership. Obviously, we're not there yet, so please don't leave us. Hopefully we can get an ACC title to end the season and you can stick around. Levi Rogers at center. Definitely need to scout some centers if we're being honest. Trevor Mayberry is going to do the right guard position. Obviously need right guards as well because, well, two seniors here, it's looking a little rough. Same thing with the left tackle / right tackle position. Either way, we still need to scout some tackles because outside of Beklenko, we don't have anybody. Playing time, Tobin Phillips. Makes no sense why it says D-. Because, I mean, do you see anybody starting over him? No. But so be it. Whatever. Anthony Franklin, Coach Prestige. Got to get that up. 100%. We need to get some dubs. Marceau Olayinka is going to be our starting D-tackle. Behind him, senior Clay Patterson. And it looks like the D-tackles of the future are pretty decent. I don't know what this last name is, but we will figure it out. And then Benedict Uma will be our freshman tackle at number 3. The best player on this team matched up with a corner as well at 88 overall. It's going to be David Bailey, the junior. Hopefully he sticks around another year. That'd be nice. Mike linebacker, senior Gaethan Bernadelle. He may get the red shirt this year. He may just start Tristan St. Clair, so we have a starting linebacker next season. We'll just have to see how that goes. Tavarua Tafidi is going to be our starting outside linebacker on the right side. At corner, 88 overall, Colin Wright, Zaron Manley, Amari Porter, Deshaun Frosto Ramos, and freshman 76 overall, Brandon Nicholson. Round out our cornerback room. Anybody that's on the bench, probably going to get a red shirt, and hopefully they stick around for the next 3-4 years. Scotty Edwards is starting free safety alongside starting strong safety Mitch Lakeberg. Definitely need to look at the safety position and scouting as well as the kicker position. That is our Stanford Cardinals team. Again, throughout the season, as plays happen, as we figure out who's the better players on this team who are going to be here long term, we'll talk about more of these players in depth. Until then, let's go ahead and look at our schedule. Week 0, they have us playing against the Georgia Bulldogs. I mean, upsetting them week 0 would be kind of nice. But again, we're the ACC, we're Stanford. It probably won't happen. But week 1, we're going straight to Folsom Field in Colorado, and we are taking on Shadir Sanders and the Buffaloes. So that'll be exciting. Indiana, one of my buddies from high school actually is a starting linebacker at Indiana, Isaiah Jones. Shout out to you, buddy. Doing pretty well this season as Indiana is still undefeated and they are in the top 25. Syracuse, Kyle McCord, got to take him down. Cade Klubnik, same thing. Number 17, Clemson, got to take him down, man. Virginia Tech and Kyron Drones, they cannot win against us. We need this ACC victories more than anything. Notre Dame, obviously not as good as it says they are in the game currently, but the rivalry of Stanford Notre Dame, it continues on in week 7. SMU, Wake Forest, NC State, yeah, they're mid-teams. They'll probably be unranked by the time we get to them still. Same thing with Louisville. Cal will be pretty exciting. It's the big game, the Battle of California. Stanford Cal to end our season, per usual. Can we get the dub at California Memorial Stadium? We will see, and hopefully we do. With all this being said, with all of this being seen, let's go ahead and set up our recruiting board. I will show you guys what I come up with and who is interested in the trees. All right, after doing a little bit of scouting on some players, not very many hours allocated to go through every single person I wanted to go through. So like the 5 stars, 4 stars, all those guys, I didn't really go through scouting them. I just offered them scholarships straight up. I will scout them throughout the year, I'm sure. But right now, unfortunately, we didn't have enough points for Alan Cameron. I kind of mismanaged. So his scholarship will have to wait until next week. So we're definitely not going to get any traction on him. But fortunately, on the bright side, he is from Sterling, Virginia. So he is on a part of our pipeline. But we went after Mitchell Clements, Tremont Bridges, Braden Long. These 5-star recruits, by the way. Alan Cameron, obviously, got to wait until next week. And then Ahmad Bostic. Those are our 5 stars. Hopefully we can land Bostic. He looks to be pretty decent. He is the 26th national ranked player and 3rd quarterback on the list that is interested in us, as he is from San Luis Obispo, California. The guy I'm most excited for in the quarterback area is Celestia Tretola. Eric Boone, another quarterback who I'm very intrigued in, if you guys want to see him here. Boom, 87 speed, 92 throw power, 91 excel. Looks to be insane. He's also a gem. Dennis Adai, he is also a gem. Dion Finger and Taj Hester is somebody I scouted. Whether or not he stays, we'll figure it out. But Georgia, week 1, number 1 overall in the country. Can we take him down? 10 p.m. game in Georgia. Let's go at Sanford Field. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sanford Field, the home of the Georgia Bulldogs, as we head into an SEC bout where the ACC comes in as the away team and tries to tear down the number 1 ranked Georgia Bulldogs. I'm JR Media. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys haven't already, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, as we and the Stanford Cardinals plan to win a natty. Hopefully year 1, but it's pretty unlikely if Georgia is our first opponent. Kind of looks pretty rough on us, as there's the Bulldog himself. Georgia cheerleaders, pom-poms are glitching through their hands there. Georgia elects to defer. They get the ball at half. Here's the speedster receiving back. Tab taking it out. And he's going to get down to the 16-yard line. Quarterback Ashton Daniels, the junior prospect. 79 overall, 90 throw power. Could be better. But let's see if we can develop this man to be our starter come next year. He is from Georgia, so he's back home. Let's see if he can get us a dub. Going to do a little orbit pass here. In motion comes receiver. Going to pass it out. It's Bachmeier. Going to be tackled out of bounds. 2nd and 1. Irvin now, our starting running back, to be 100% clear, is to the right. As we got a slot fade coming out. There he goes. Over the defender in the slot. He drops it. Wide open. And it's dropped, leading to a 4th and 9 situation. As now Bernadelle and the defense will have to come out and hopefully hold this Georgia offense and Carson Beck. As they are down to the 45, here comes Carson Beck. Starting corner Colin Wright, hoping to lock down their wide receiver 1. See if it's possible. 1st and 10, ball at the 45. It's going to be a shotgun snap. It's going to be a sack almost, but he throws it away. How that was not intentional grounding is beyond me, chat. St. Clair and Bernadelle, both a linebacker 1 and 2. Just seeing what we got here before we hand out any red shirts, obviously. And it's thrown away. The defense of Stanford hold the Bulldogs to a 3 and out, as Thorson now having to punt it away. Hand off to Tab to the right. Going to be tackled for a loss of 3. It's unfortunate. Ball snapped. Ayo Manor. Get it. Moss him. He mosses him. Ayo Manor going to break a tackle. And he's getting down to the 22-yard line for the Cardinals. Daniels had little to no time to throw it away. The tree is hyped, and he throws it up, and down comes Amenor with it. Ashton Daniels, 52 yards. Pressure in his face. And look at the broken tackles. Humphrey and Muhammad couldn't bring him down. As it is now 1st and 10, ball at the 21. Stanford in control. Got a slant concept on 4th and 2. We need this to advance our drive. Harris catches it and gets it. He's not going to drop it this time. Ashton Daniels lays it right where it needs to be. And now 1st and goal. Irvin in the backfield. Daniels hands it off. Going to the outside. Spins inside. Touchdown. Stanford. Cardinals on the board. Little bit of everything on that drive. A big Moss catch. A little spin move. A little trickery on the orbit. As it is now a touchdown for Cedric Irvin, the sophomore. This power back will be utilized quite a bit alongside Tab this season, as he gets his first touchdown on his campaign this season. Kick is up. It is good. As it is now 7-0, Stanford Cardinals on top. Again, to his left, Trevor Etienne. Big hit. Gonna knock him down. Davies laying the wood. Handoff to Trevor Etienne. He has the angle, but he's gonna be stopped at the 44-yard line after a big 14-yard gain. That's going to be a big catch. It's a fumble for the Stanford defense. Can they get on it? They do. Wright gets on it. He breaks a tackle. Down he goes. To the 10-5. Touchdown, Dylan Wright. Bringing it all the way to the end zone. Forcing a fumble and all. The Cardinals now on top 13-0 against number 1 in the country, Georgia. The tree's loving it. Look at Carson Beck. Amazing pass. But here comes the safety. Boom! Laying the wood. Everybody's scrambling for the ball. Can they get it? 16 almost got it. He couldn't get there. And Wright gets it for a fumble 6. Scotty Edwards forcing the turnover. And the up and up is looking good for Stanford against number 1. Can they hold this momentum? We will find out. Lined up at the mic. Another screen pass. They're going to play it safe. Another big hit by Porter. Amari Porter laying the wood. Here goes Trevor. Can we stop him? We do. 4th and 1. Georgia. And Kirby Smart decide to punt the ball away. Not having a lot of time on offense, to be honest, as the defense is doing majority of the work. But he's doing what he's got to do, as there's going to be a check down mesh route to Amenor, who had a big catch earlier. Now with 67 on the day. 3 receiver set. It's a screen pass to Bachmeier, who comes down with it for 3. Ending the first quarter with a big time lead. The Stanford Cardinals 14-0. And look at that. Alec Amenor with 2 targets, 2 catches, 67 yards. One of them being probably catch of the year thus far. Will that trend continue as we head into the second quarter? Ashton Daniels with a motion pass. He gets it out to Bachmeier. Bachmeier not getting the blocks he needs, but he does get a good gain. 2 receivers on each side. We're in the same formation. Ball snapped. Get it in the corner. It is going to be deflected, as we are going to have to settle for a field goal. Julian Humphrey all over that one. Up and good for Flintoft. And Kenny the holder puts it down perfect. Bailey's been putting the pressure on this Georgia offense, as that's going to be a motion option, for a first down. Carson Beck tucks and runs for 13. Beck in motion goes Trevor. And that is a wide open receiver touchdown, Georgia. finally putting points on the board after 2 quarters of epiphany. They finally find a resolve. That is going to be Dylan Bell getting wide open on the left. Carson Beck laying it right into the basket. As the kicker now putting it up and away. 7-17. Stanford still in the lead with a 10-point deficit. The Georgia Bulldogs look to come back in this one. Looking for a little bit of a screen pass here. It's going to get there. Can we get the block? We do. Bachmeier, get out of bounds. And a safe out-of-bounds catch for Bachmeier. That makes it Ashton Daniels' day, 144 yards on the air. As there he goes. Good blocks. Bachmeier again in the slot. Gets free. Getting tackled down at the 14 by the Georgia defense. This RPO looks to be a struggle to beat for this Georgia defense. Ball snapped. Gonna roll out. Ashton had to roll out. He had no time in that pocket. It is now 4th and 20. Kick is up. It is good. Barely making it. Stanford 20. Georgia 7. The ACC looking pretty strong against the SEC competition. And it's going deep. It could be a pick here for Edwards, and it is deflected. Carson Beck throwing it in double coverage. What is he thinking? The clock stops. 2nd and 10. And a sack by number 75. Taking down Carson Beck in their momentum. That's going to be Braden Marceau Olayinka. First sack on the season for this Stanford defense. It's going to be an option play for Beck. Can Beck get tackled? He does. 4th and 15. We're going to call a timeout so that we can get our offense back on this field before half and maybe put some points on the board. Head coach J.R. Media says go for it. Bachmeier looking to get the option. Handing it off. It is going to be stopped by this Georgia defense. Read like a book. Call them Dr. Seuss because they are the authors. Big hit on Trevor Etienne. Timeout wasted for Georgia. There's going to be another sack for Marceau. Much needed in this situation. 3rd and 20. They're now behind the 50-yard line. They're going to run for it. Big hit stick on Trevor. Going to waste our last timeout. Let's get our offense back on the field and hopefully get some points on the board after this punt return. As now 1st and 10. 23 seconds remain. Can Ayo Maynor get open? He can. Ashton Daniels lobs it up. He can't get there, but it will be a flag on the corner. Georgia, pass interference, and that is going to be an immediate first down for the Stanford Cardinals offense. Irvin set to block. Bachmeier to the right. Throwing it up to Harris. Harris comes down with it. He makes the catch. Hurry up to the line. We're going all goes. We are not spiking this ball. We are just going to take it as we got it. Let's go. Harris, open, caught, touchdown Stanford. On the board again, upsetting these Georgia Bulldogs here at Sanford Stadium. 26-7. Harris starting the day very rough with drops, coming in clutch with a touchdown. Look at this. Jackson Harris wide open, burning the slot. Robinson can't get him. And is now up to Flintoff to get the extra point and make it a 27-7 ball game. It is good. Hey, before we get any, questions as to what I'm doing setting-wise, here you go. Heisman. It's there, okay? Just putting that out there. What a big gain of morale for this Stanford team as 27-7 is the score at half. Jackson Harris 9 targets, 4 catches, 81 yards, and a single touchdown. This 6'3" receiver looks to have a bright future here for the Trees. This defense is just there. Galvin once again coming back onto the field for his first time in a while. Carson Beck has to throw it away. It is now 4th and 10 as our defense holds them to nothing. There he goes. Looking a little like Bryce Love, getting these little gains that lead to big ones for the Stanford Cardinals. Ball snaps. Harris can't get the ball out to him. It is now a punt situation, 4th and 10. Good start to the drive, just does not end the way we want it to. Almost intercepted by St. Clair. Laying the wood, it's going to get him out of bounds. Goes for a decent gain. And it's going to be a QB hit and a throw out of sack for Carson Beck, leading to an incompletion. It's 3rd and 7. Etienne to the left. He's going to roll out for a route. It's going to be another throw out of sack. QB hit for Bailey, the stud left outside linebacker. David Bailey going to be given the sack on that one. It is now 4th and 15. Farrell again to return. And there he goes, the speedster, the freshman, going all the way to the 31-yard line. It's going to be leading us to a field goal attempt. Kick is up. It is good for 3 points on the board, leading to a 30-7 lead for the Cardinals. Delp in motion. And that's going to be a wide open comeback route for Lovett, getting a first down. He's been carrying this defense. He's been the only receiver to really get anything out of us. Obviously, Bell got a score on us, but that was at our own fault, and a fumble by Trevor Etienne, covered by Phillips, the senior. A much-needed Clay Phillips recovery could very well end the game if we get another scoring drive here on this one. Gathan Bernadelle forcing it. And boom, you can see it. The second forced fumble on the day. I said on the game. My bad. On the day. Daniels calling an audible. Placing Irvin to block, it looks like. Ayo Manor. He's got it. And he comes down with it over the slot corner. A first down in the red zone and within the 10. It is 1st and goal. Look at the dime from Ashton Daniels, knowing his receivers, the junior, laying it in the basket. Starks with the tackle, but the coverage was not good enough. Daniels snaps it. He has to roll out. Throwing it in, intercepted. The blocks just were not there. The first turnover on the day for Stanford, coming at the expense of the quarterback. Gonna be a fake handoff. Wide open. That was my man. That was on me. It's gonna be a touchdown for the Georgia Bulldogs. That was 100% on me. You didn't head tap nobody, Humphreys. Go back to the damn bench where you belong. That's going to be completed to Lovett for the 2-point conversion. Down 15 points. Can Georgia come back with 2 good scoring drives? It's all dependent on this offense of Stanford. The Cardinals still in the lead, 15 points. Can they hold the ball and close it out? Look at all the targets for this offense. Spreading the ball, 5, 11, 8, and 4. Georgia just has no answer for this passing game. Bachmeier in motion. Bachmeier, oh, it's going to be intercepted by Robinson again. That's a touchdown for Ellis Robinson, the 4th. And now they are within 8 points. Sorry about the voice crack. They're within 8 points of the Stanford offense. They're coming back. It was expected. It was expected. You're the #1 team in the country. You got to get something back together. And unfortunately, it was on a pick that cannot really be controlled. Ford in the backfield this time. Taking it out. There's the juke on the DB. Harris looking like a bum. Stanford in their own territory. 4th and 5. Gonna try and draw them off sides, or are they gonna go for it? They're going for it. Ford's got it. First down for the Cardinals. What a ballsy call from the head coach and offensive coordinator of Stanford. The freshman was trusted with the ball, and the junior gets it to him for a first down. Ford tackled after 1 yard. That may have very well sealed it if they can keep getting these first downs on this drive. Ball snapped. Bachmeier again leading the team on receiving yards with over 100 now on the night. These short passes have really been working for Stanford. Will they continue? We will see. Wide opens Harris again over the middle, dancing on them folk. Starks nowhere near. Touchdown. This may have very well just sealed the game. Targeted all day long, and still nobody on him. What in the Tampa 2 was that, leaving the middle open? Harris with 6. Kick is up and good for Kenny. 5. And it's almost intercepted by number 4. But it will be considered a deflection. It is now 2nd and 10. That's going to be Etienne. Going to get his-sticked. Breaking it and his-sticked again down at the 39. Just past the 40. Audible's called by back at the line. In the gun. Etienne to the right. 3 receivers down. All around. Tight end to the left. And it's going to be almost intercepted by Colin Wright. He just deflects it. And a sack again. This time it's going to be Bailey. David Bailey in the backfield. Beck has been his bitch all day. The pressure's been there. And a fumble. Can Bailey get on it? He cannot, but he will get the tackle on the lineman behind the 50. Or right in front of the 50, excuse me. Ball at the 47, 3rd and 31. This is the game right here. 2-minute warning call. They still get the hurry up going. It is intercepted by Amari Porter. And that's going to be the game. In comes Lamson and Ford to finish out the game. The backups are ready to run down this Georgia starting defense. Timeout first wasted by Georgia. 3rd and 5 defense. Can they stop them? Snapped. Lamson cannot get it away. One more drive with 1 timeout for this Georgia offense. Intercepted by Frosto Ramos. 4-6, 20, 10, 5. Frosto Ramos to the casa. Touchdown, Stanford. That is officially the game. Don't test the sophomore Frosto Ramos, because he will do things like that. Though not the fastest, he is in fact the most aware of his surroundings. And that's going to be a big gain. Number 16 getting a big gain on our defense. That was pretty bad coverage, I can't lie to you. It's going to be Humphrey with a big gain. Carson Beck, Etienne to his left. 1:10 remaining. 1 timeout as well. They're hoping to get 22 points in the next minute. We'll see. No, we won't. Galvin. Interception for the Stanford defense. closing it out for good. Waving the Georgia fans goodbye as they go home. Losers. Josiah Galvin playing minimum snaps today, looking to end it himself. Lamson, Ford, the backups come onto the field. Handoff is made to Ford. Ford is going to break free. He is going and going. 50, 40, 30, 25. Ford breaks free for a big gain. Don't count the freshman out, even in the late game situations. 67-yard run for the Cardinal. Stanford's not done. They got a point to make here against number 1. Getting Lamson some play time. We'll see what he can do. Throwing it inside. That's going to be Taylor down to the 1-yard line. Coming down with a big catch, the senior. And there it goes. Touchdown for Ford. The game is over. Cradle them to bed. Cradle them to bed, Micah. 79 yards for the freshman on the day. His first bit of playing time coming after Tab goes down with a leg injury. Hopefully we see him back next week. Praying for Tab. 27 seconds remain in this ball game. Gonna be sacked by Ruel to end the game. And an injury timeout. It looks like Zach Ruel injured on the sack. It's not good to see. That is going to end the game. Your Stanford Cardinals take down number 1 Georgia in week 0. What a way to start the series. 406 yards for Ashton Daniels. 70% completion percentage. And 2 touchdowns. This defense, man, what a stud performance from all fortresses, from the D-line to the linebackers to the DBs. They all held their own. Lamson even coming in, getting a few snaps in a touchdown run for Ford to end the day. 51-22 for the Stanford Cardinals. After beating number 1, we get 10 coach points, and we're now up to level 4. We now have 35 coach points, which we will use in the next video. Off screen, I will do some recruiting. We will go into that come next week when we take on a very strong, very talented Colorado team with Shedeur Sanders. Deion Sanders is the head coach, obviously, and Travis Hunter, future number 1 overall pick on both sides of the ball. Hopefully, we can beat Colorado after a big win like this against the Bulldogs. I am losing my voice. What an amazing win for these Cardinals. Fear the tree indeed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and follow me on all my socials. Twitter, it's JRmedia_X. On Instagram, JRmedia_IG. And then on Kick, it is JRmedia on Kick. I would love to see you guys there when I stream this stuff, so I can, before I even upload it, you guys will be the first people to see it there over on Kick. Not going to draw this out any longer. Thank you guys so much for watching. It has been your boy, JR Media, and I'm out. Peace.